6 more updates for part 6 of building the Nintendo Room version 3. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. It's been a few months, so I've been working on the room. It's been a slow progress, but it looks really good at this point, and we're not done yet. There's still a considerable amount of the collection to move in that I have in storage. So let's get to our 6 updates. The first update, the one that I am most excited about, is my secret door. This is a bookcase that I made, and I'm going to do a specific video about this, but when we get to that. So this is 2 Billy bookcases. I cut them down. The piece in the middle I'm going to paint black. I did post this on Instagram quickly, but some people didn't really understand what it was. So what is going on here is that is another room to my house, in my basement. I cut down one of the Billy bookcases, the one on the left, because I needed them to pivot, because these are going to swing open. When they do swing open, I bought a Zelda chime effect that's magnetic, and I'll show you that in a second, that when it pivots open, it actually makes the Zelda sound. I am not adding the sound to the video, so just listen to this while I open this door. That's awesome. So both of these swing open. Like I said, this centerpiece will be painted black so it fits in a lot better. And then I will have access to the rest of the part of the basement. I think eventually I'm going to finish off this area as well. It's not a finished area, and the room's not huge. But let me just take a look behind the scenes here. So in this other room, we're going to close these doors. This one closes first. And there's magnetic strips on this. You can see that there are 4 magnets basically here. There's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Those ones are going to shut the door, but this piece right here, this is the Zelda sound effect. Now I'm going to do a video about this specifically. It's called an effect tone. You can find them on eBay, but they're usually pretty expensive. So this just needs to have the on switch, or the switch in the on position, and it's magnetic. The other magnetic piece is there on the back of the door. Kind of hard to see, but it's right there. So when they're aligned with each other, they're going to not make the sound, but when it breaks that connection, basically, so you can see that they're completely lined up there. So when the connection is severed, the sound bite happens. So that's really cool. I almost wish these secret doors were the other way, that you could open up into the Nintendo room this way, but we're going to go the opposite for now. So in this area, if the door swings all the way open, we have that sound effect one more time. It fits in quite nicely with the rest of the space just for now, until I finish off this other room. Back here I have some storage. I have my Super Mario Bros. 3 table that I made years ago, so I really want to implement that somehow maybe in my Nintendo room. I still have the old coffee table, the NES old coffee table, a lot of my other posters, some of my lights and shelving, and then just other stuff that I've been storing. Don't really know what to do with. Not right now anyways. Got to get it somehow in there and finish this room. So this room's drywalled. I want to get up. It's not drywalled, but it's framed and it's insulated. I'll eventually get everything up in it. Alright, so let's update number 1. Let's just close off that door and hear that magnetic clasp again. You can hear it just shut there. So that's really cool. I love that. I spent some time on it. That's worthy of its own video at some point. Alright, the next update. All of the gaming consoles are more in here in an order that I like. So before you saw that there was already the N64 Wall, but the NES and Super Nintendo and GameCube were kind of over here just for now. There were a few Wiis, a few Wii U's, but now I actually have all the game systems set up in a really good manner. So we're going to move through this. My idea here is to move through Nintendo's home console history, starting with their systems that actually had cartridges. So the Nintendo Entertainment System will be here, followed by the Super Nintendo, and the Virtual Boy, not sure what to do with that yet. Right now I have that down there. Shout out to this Mario Kart that I have that's working, really neat item. The N64 Wall looks mostly the same, except I added all the controllers on top and the sealed accessories are up there. They fit really nicely because this header up here, it's a little bit shorter, which fits all the accessories that are sealed, and then the controllers can fit up there, otherwise they wouldn't be fitting here. And for now I have 2 Nintendo 64 signs rather than 4. Usually there's another one with Fox and Mario. At the bottom I have all the controllers now displayed. They don't all quite fit. I do need to get a few more stands from Rose Colored Gaming, is where I get my stands from. So I do need some of those. Shoutouts to these really cool controllers, some of my favorites. Love the Millennium 2000 controller and the DK64 controller as well. Cool extreme green color right there. Next up, the GameCube wall looks pretty good. This is not what it is going to be maybe in a month from now. I have a few systems coming, and I need more room on this N64, on this GameCube wall. I have 2 shelves for GameCube, which I'm not sure if it's enough in the long run, because I need to display more systems. I'm still missing 6 systems roughly for the GameCube, so the controllers are probably going to be turned sideways rather than face out, just like the N64 controllers are sideways. That's going to happen at some point. Love the GameCube, especially that Spice Orange console, and Char's customized GameCube. Love that one as well. Following that, sticking with the consoles, we have the Wii Shelf. So I've got sealed accessories, then the white, black, red, blue, and Wii Mini down there. So that's a pretty good area for the Wii. The Wii U collection looks a little bit better because look at those Wii remotes. I do have the blue one and the pink one, but they're upstairs because we were using them for gaming. So they're not here yet. And then we have the white Wii, the black Wii, and the Zelda Wii U, rather. And the black one I'm using right now, so I don't have that one there. I just have a cool Nintendo sign as well as some accessories. Then on the other side is the area for the Switch. Not a whole lot yet. There are a lot of different Switch variations that I don't have as part of my collection simply because it's so expensive right now. I'm waiting for it to be a few more years and the system to drop. Also, I think the Switch Mini's coming, so that's worth talking about at some other point. A new Switch version is definitely coming. I'm not sure if it's this year or next year. Then the Zelda Wall is a little bit more complete. So this is kind of update number 3. The walls. The Zelda Wall and the Mario Wall are being updated. On the Zelda Wall, the posters are now up. I don't know if I love having these posters up because the Zelda games, I can't look at all of them at the same time because some of them are face out like this and some of them are face up. So those ones that are face up, I probably want a second shelf for my Zelda games at the top of this wall, meaning those large posters I'm going to remove and replace them with wider, narrower posters so I can put another shelf up there, and probably put those 2 posters maybe on the bathroom door over here. And then at least they're being displayed. On the Zelda Wall, we also have some more items, but we have the handheld system, so kind of sticking with that concept of the systems. I have my DS Pokemon collection, a lot of different special editions, and then more importantly, this is the systems basically in order of release, or a good idea in order of release for the handhelds. So I'm starting to collect more and more handhelds. Once I run out, or once I complete my sets for home console, I definitely need more for handhelds. So I don't have every single system variation. There are so many for handhelds, but I'm going after the main set, so it's kind of cool to see those back to back. There's a few of them kind of in odd order, especially because the Game Boy Advance SP is there for some reason just for now, because it looks cool. I really like that one. The limited edition classic NES edition, love that one. The original Game Boy box is so cool. It reminds me of Japanese N64 boxes too. So that's update number 3 for the Zelda portion, but for the other wall portion is the Mario Wall. I have 3 posters up. Last time we had no posters up for the Mario Wall. So those look pretty good. I'm not sure if I want them in that height orientation, because again, I do want to post a lot of the games. For now, all of the Mario games are here in one shelf. They look pretty good. However, I don't know if I'm going to keep them there forever. I think I do want to have them below the posters over here. So I do have some shelves that I could put here. I have floating shelves I could put that I had last time. But I think I want 2 rows. I think I'm going to have 1 row of the main games below and then another row above, meaning I'll have to move the posters down a little bit and see if I can fit 2 rows of those there. That'll look pretty cool. Some other touches on the Mario Wall for now are the castle, Peach's Castle, 2 lights. I still have to unbox the Piranha Plant light. Love that thing, actually, because it does not need any wires. It just uses batteries and LED lights. The Smash Bros. Kind of collection for now is there, but I do want to put it in the corner. And I just have my Amiibo display stand that my cousin Colin got for me. Shout out to Colin. Thank you so much, by the way, and his family. And over here, we do have the Amiibo looking a little bit better. I have more of the Amiibo there and filled in, but not a full update, just some of them are there at this point. So that's update number 3. Update number 4 is the Pokemon Fit. Look at all of these Pokemon Fit. I had more of them imported from Japan. These are known as Sitting Cuties in North America. There's the full set of 151 of them on the Pokemon store. That is actually in North America now if you're interested, but I did get these from Japan. So Sitting Cuties is North America, Pokemon Fit is Japan, and they're the exact same, just different tags. This is not a full set. I am missing 36 of the first wave. Wave 2 just came out in Japan. These things cost $11 US each. So that is a lot of them, but look at how cool they look. I especially love the starters as a set, and this has a lot of them that are completely unusual to ever get as a plush figure. They're basically like Beanie Babies. So taking a look at Poliwrath, this has some beans in it. Just listen. But not all of them. I think one of them has no beads at all, and it's not the full thing. Most of it is just the plush filling, and then some of it is the Beanie Baby. So I think all of them actually do have beans are in them, but not Bellsprout because he's so thin, or she's so thin. So just seeing some of them that are really unusual to ever get a plush is really neat, and my wife and I said we need to get all of these. So we just got a huge shipment of those in. We already had about 30 of them, and now we got another 100 almost of them, and we're missing another 30 or so for a full collection of that. So that's update number 4. Update number 5, the video games. The gaming wall is coming together more. I cut some more of the shelves because I ran out of shelves for these units. I do have to cut, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more shelves, maybe 5 more shelves to fit this in this space so that all the games fit in here. So what you're seeing here is the boxed games. I have my NES, Super Nintendo, N64, then handhelds. On the left, I put all of my cartridge games. It's a little bit of a mess right now because I wanted to display some of them face out and some other ones aren't like that. The N64, I think this is a better way of displaying them. For now, I can see what games I have a little bit better. And really, this just looks a bit more optimal for displaying them. I'm not sure. How do you display cartridges? Do you do something like this, or do you have, especially the N64 cartridges, side by side with no end labels and you can't see anything, which is just really frustrating and just gets in the way. Special editions are up top, which look neat, especially the larger ones. Starlink, still haven't opened that. Still definitely want to play that. And then here is the GameCube collection, the Wii collection, the Wii U, and at the very bottom in the corner is the Switch, which you can't see. All of this stuff down here is kind of mostly new items that I got and new games that I got, so I need to do a video about that because there's tons of stuff in there. Shout out to this Mario Party 7 bonus set that comes with an extra controller and the game. Love just the look of that front of the console. Really happy and inspiring for some reason. Love the way that looks. And the last update, update number 6. We do have just some other knickknacks in here and some other things that I want to take care of. So this space right here is my next main project. Right now I have this Mario blanket from Mario Kart and a Super Mario Odyssey blanket that I will show you. And I've been hard at work at fixing up my Nintendo Power Collection displays. I couldn't display the entire collection behind the couch here, but I think I'm going to expand that shelf and display more of it. So right now it looks like this with the poker table in here, and I think this might be one of the last times that you see this kind of setup. I'm not sure if I love this. It's kind of redundant to have the poker table in here and the Pokeball table in here. I made the Pokeball table. This poker table, though, my idea is to turn it into the Great Deku Tree and to add on some things to the bottom of the tree to make it look like that. It could also be the tree from Kirby, which would be neat, but I think the Great Deku Tree would be a little bit better. The top of this table does flip over, so you can just use this as a normal table, or it also has this kind of like pool game, but it's such a large piece to have in here. I have 2 red chairs that look really good in here, and I might, just for like the Nintendo Power magazines, have the 2 chairs with some sort of coffee table, like a Super Nintendo coffee table or something like that. So this space I think will be updated, but for now it's like this. Great for games night, great for poker and things like that. And if you're wondering where all my World of Nintendo figures went, as part of the 6th update of this space, I got this display, which is from a store that's closing. Home Outfitters in my hometown was closing, and they had these units. So I just put all the World of Nintendo plushies in here for now. Some of them make noises. Let's just see if they do that. That's kind of funny. And the shelf you can move up and down. So I can move this all the way down 1 more step or 2 more steps if I have way more of them. This is not an optimal way of displaying anything, including plushies, but it just has them in the room for now. I think it looks a little out of place, so I'm not sure if I love it, but it's here. So that is my 6th update for my Nintendo room. Let me know what your favorite update was in here. My personal favorite was update number 1, of course. I just want to go back to this door, going to paint that piece black. Let's open it one more time just to end off this video. That is so cool. Thank you so much for watching my 6th update of building my Nintendo room, version 3.0. Comment below what your favorite update is. And remember, as always, go collect them all, keep smiling while gaming, and thanks so much for watching, everyone. Happy Canada Day to any of the Canadian fans out there.